Hi, my name is Nikki Lee. I'm with the City of Gallup Planning and Development Department, and I started taking classes with Leadership McKinley, and I really liked my time in the class. I've learned a lot, and I would say that I never saw myself as a leader, but now I realize that I am a leader that can positively influence others. And I've also learned that there are strengths that every individual has, and if you identify what their strengths are, it's a little bit easier to get tasks done. And I've also learned that there's different communication styles, people respond different ways, and kind of just using all these tools to help you be a better leader. That's been very helpful to me.
My name is Denise Riffle, and I'm the Community Services Department Director for McKinley County. This process has opened up my eyes to my strengths, discipline, responsibility, deliberative, analytical, belief, and my not-so-strengths. Woo, communication, empathy, and individualization. How I was intentionally and non-intentionally impacting my life, professionally and personally.
Fast forward several decades. January 2022. I get told that I'm going to be in this Leadership McKinley class, whatever that is. That was the only details I was given. Like, here, show up on this day each month. And of course, my first thought was, oh no, death by PowerPoint. Bring a pillow. I could not have been more mistaken. I have grown. I have broken down more walls, more barriers, and this class has made me move on from that, set me on a different path, and I couldn't be more thankful. It has transformed me. It has helped me grow, both at home and at work. And most importantly, it's taught me to lead. And for all of that, I am eternally grateful. I am Sean Norris, BDC Manager at Amigo Toyota. Thank you, and God bless.
Eloy Hernandez, I'm a desk manager at Amigo Automotive Group, Toyota store specifically. When my boss and mentor, John Chavez, came to me and approached me and asked me if I wanted to be part of the Leadership McKinley program, I jumped at the chance. And I was a manager coming into Leadership McKinley, and I'm leaving a leader. I've learned so much. Specifically, one of my main goals was to come in here and learn how to read my audience. I have a sales staff of 9 to 12 people, depending on the time of the year. And sometimes it's hard I found it hard sometimes to convey a message that would reach all of them at the same time without speaking over or under anybody's skill set. I can proudly say that I'm taking that away along with, I never knew what type of a leader I was. I knew I had the skills. I knew, my performance, proved to me that, I had what it took to do the job, but I never knew what kind of a leader I was. And I mean, right out the gate at Leadership McKinley, I found out I was a motivator, which everything started just making so much sense of things that I didn't know prior that, I just interacted or came in or encountered.
Hi, I'm Jeannie Miller, and I work with Washington Federal, and this is my leadership story. I've learned a lot from the leadership class. I've learned how to look at subordinates and how they learn and what their strengths are and what they expect of me, and to allow them to respect me and I respect them.
Taking Leadership McKinley, all these years of just kind of working with people, I've wanted to grow so that I could be that person, that someone that has incessant questions could come to me. And Leadership McKinley was one of those things that I heard about a couple of years ago and just wasn't able to take the training. And then this year, with my new position as operations manager at Four Corners Detox Recovery, I was able to ask my leadership there if I could do this program. I've only been there for a year, but I have learned so much. And then on top of that, being able to take Leadership McKinley, I feel like my growth has hit like exponentially, and my leadership is so much, my outlook even as a leader or wanting to be a better leader or improve as a leader has grown so much. And I think a lot of that has to do with Leadership McKinley. And something that Bill would say quite a bit that I have written down multiple times and I think back on is knowing versus doing. And I think for a long time I knew like, oh yeah, I learned all these things, did different trainings or did, things like the personality tests and things like that. But was I ever really like doing it? And I feel like this program has helped me to go out and do it because I've done it in my work, with the challenges that I've seen in my present position, and I feel it. I definitely feel it, and I think I've received feedback as well on it, and so I feel really good about my leadership story, and I think it's continuing and it's stronger, and I'm doing. I know, and I am doing.
Hello, my name is Robert Sanchez and I work for Gallup McKinley County Schools, and this is my leadership story. And I thought, okay, well, maybe this is gonna be like I said before, like a people management type deal. This is something new, never done anything like this, so I said, okay, gave it a try. First class that showed up, Bill mentioned that we'll be doing presentations and speeches, public speaking. Kind of freaked out, got nervous, but I've had a good time here. I've grown a lot. I'm still growing. It's not so bad now, even with doing this, It's just the anxiety of getting here and doing it. But right now I feel okay, and I learned a lot, and I want to thank you, Bill and Lori. You guys did an awesome job, and that's all I gotta say. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Marvina Pete. I am a branch manager for WAFD Bank, and I am here with you to share my story about how Leadership McKinley has impacted me as a leader. My goal when I came into the program was to be self-aware and to ensure that I was utilizing my listening skills. I was coming fully present mentally, emotionally, and fully present in the moment during class. And then lastly, was to really put attention to pause and allow others to participate. And looking back on that now, I feel that I've accomplished all of those things and so much more. I'm very excited about the partnerships that I've gained through this. It's given me an opportunity to network, make connections with other professionals and other leaders within the community. And I'm very happy to say not only are they professional networking, but they're also friends. They're friends now, and they're good contacts that I will carry with me now.
Hi, my name is Stacy Randolph, and I'm with Manuelita Nafo Children's Home. I am very much enjoying my Leadership McKinley program that I've been voluntold to do. But actually, I take a different take on that now. I'm enjoying it very much. I like it. And the enthusiasm that comes out from the class that we have and just social networking is awesome. Tools that I've acquired that I did have that I'm realizing now that I can implement it. And so just community involvement, pushing the envelope in certain realms. It's great. I really love it. The drive and just the experience is just awesome. I love it. This is my community, trying to do as much as I can just for the future and just betterment of myself and as the community involved in.
Hi, my name is Anita Artalejo, and I am a student of Leadership McKinley, class of 2022. I am also the general manager for Real West Mall. I decided to take this class because I wanted to improve my leadership skills and increase my confidence level as a manager. I can honestly say that before I started this class, there were a few moments where I was bounded by fear. I was fearful to step out of my comfort zone. I was fearful to speak and share ideas amongst strangers and acquaintances. And there's actually a few moments where I was a little afraid to join in opportunities that I was passionate about because I was fearful. I think in this class, I learned that leaders come in all different shapes and sizes. I think that some are natural born leaders with confidence, and some are natural born leaders with little to no confidence. But I think that regardless of the type of leader, there's two things that are important. The time and effort that you take to improve yourself to be a leader will reflect on your leadership effectiveness. I think it's almost impossible to lead effectively without investing time in yourself to be a better you. As this class is coming to an end, I can definitely say for sure that my confidence level has grown. I'm finding myself getting involved in conversations, laughing and joking with people that I normally wouldn't have, people outside of my comfort zone and out of my normal environment. I promise myself that I will step out and step up even when my first response is fear, because I've also learned that everybody's first response is emotions before logic, and I need to learn how to work through that and manage through that. So I'm going to look for opportunities that make me feel uncomfortable, because I know that if I'm not uncomfortable, I'm not growing, and I definitely want to grow. And I thank this class for that. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rachel Morissette. I'm working at Amigo Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Gallup. I've been there for 2 years. Before that, I have held a couple supervisory roles where I was in charge and I was the boss. I never really understood what the boss meant. I always thought, okay, I'm the boss. I will be open. I will be honest. I will be a good boss. I will be guiding these people. I will be teaching them stuff. So when I was approached to be in this class, I had been to conferences and I had been to other things, and I thought, well, this will be easy. This will be an easy 10-month class. What don't I already know? Little did I know that it was gonna make me step out of my comfort zone. It was going to teach me and make me grow into different things that I've never ever done, that I've never had to do. And so this leadership class has forced me to look inside myself and to change different things, to be open, to be present where I'm leading, to be the leader that I expect to lead me, I guess, to show me and guide me. And I want to be that for everybody that I encounter, whether it's at work or, youth, my own children. This class has thankfully made me step out of my comfort zone. It has turned me into and taught me so many different ways to approach things and to think before I speak. And I've gotten a lot less nervous speaking.
Hi, my name is Roxy Jimenez. I run Rocket Cafe and Sammy C's restaurant. Being in this leadership class, I have learned a lot about myself, about others that are out here in the workforce, that they also are having problems like we are too. And to become a better person, a better manager, being with my employees, my bosses, my peers, and my vendors, everybody that I deal with on a daily basis.
Hi, my name is Roxana Yazzie. I am born and raised in Gallup, New Mexico. I am employed with Pinnacle Bank going on 17 years now. I started in 2006 as a CSR, and now I am the Vice President, Branch Manager of the Pinnacle Bank locations. I've learned a lot about leadership in the Leadership McKinley classes that we've had throughout the year. I've seen a clearer picture of what being a leader is like, what I can do, the things that I can change to become a better leader. I've also learned to be courageous, to be myself, proud of who I am, proud of where I come from. I am half Navajo.
Through the course of the classes, I learned about myself, learned about my top 5 strengths. I learned about my social skills. And I also learned about empathy, vulnerability, learned about listening, and I even learned from Bill about it's necessary to do a happy file. And I recall back to my application for Leadership McKinley. It had asked, why are you interested in this program? And my answer was, I wanted to grow. I wanted growth and to become a better version of me. And I honestly believe that that's exactly what I did. E.E. Cummings said it best, when it does take courage to grow up. But it's so exciting and so rewarding when you see who you actually were meant to be. I'm Hannah Madrid, leasing and marketing, and this is who I really am now.
My name is Erin Gutierrez, and before embarking on my journey with Leadership McKinley, I believe that my leadership journey started when I was younger, because I was always told to be a leader and not a follower. So I thought by not following the crowd and doing my own thing that I was a leader. And I now know that that isn't even really part of leadership. When we first started our journey with leadership, I was overcome with extreme anxiety. I was terrified. I came into the first class and I wanted to just sneak in, sit in the back, and not be seen. And that is exactly what I did. I didn't think that I belonged. I was in my head thinking that I was too young to be in a room with other professionals. And I now know that I do belong. I had a conversation in my capstone group, and somebody said, if I had knew the capacity of this program, I don't know that I would have joined. And I know that if that conversation had taken place back in February or March, I would have agreed. But I responded to the individual and I said, would you have joined if you really knew what it was going to take? And at that moment, I knew that I was no longer afraid to be in that room. I knew that I belonged. And in our first session, we had a guest speaker by the name of Libby Spears, and she said something that has stuck with me ever since. She said that confidence is not a behavior. It is something that is inside all of us, and all we need to do is grow it. So I knew after hearing that I needed to change my thinking. I needed to stop telling myself, why me, and start saying, why not me?
Hi, my name is Nathan Emerson. I'm the Deputy Fire Chief for the City of Gallup. One of the things that I learned most was just thinking of myself as a leader rather than saying or denying it, fighting it, saying I'm not a leader. But when it came down to it, I was actually a leader. Earned the respect of my peers, the experience I gained over the years as a firefighter, lieutenant, fire inspector, battalion chief, volunteer fire chief. Those experiences helped me become the person I am today. So that's my leadership story.
Hello, my name is Roscoe Whiterock, and I work for the City of Gallup, the Gallup Senior Program, and found out the program was more about yourself, to find yourself, to better yourself, to be a better leader, and to have a better positive staff. That's what I found out about this program. It wasn't directed to your employees, it was directed more to yourself. And in the program, I discovered that I needed to read my employees better, to understand my employees a lot better, communication, listening. Most important thing that I have learned was vulnerability.
Hello there, I am Jan Darabun. I am from Zuni, New Mexico. I am currently the Assistant Superintendent of Operations for the City of Gallup water department. And when I first arrived here, I was really nervous and didn't know what to expect. But as things have progressed, I've really come to embrace what I have been shown and learned here in terms of leadership skills and networking, building a network of future leaders for the city and surrounding community.
Work for Gallup McKinley County Schools. It'll be 5 years next month, so
and they came to me to go through the leadership training. I said, let's do it, no problem, I don't mind. And I just seen the growth between all the other participants and my coworker. I'm glad he went through it and he did it. Took that out of this leadership training as to slow down, evaluate, and to be more patient, and to have those three things of the accountability, and that's what stuck to me the most. And to be persuasive and be positive and mannered to my employees.